Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst.
Welcome to Outside Issues with Audrey and Patrick.
It was funny on Friday. I go into the office. I don't have many clients, but they're like, I don't really feel like talking about anything serious today. And I was just like, I have cat ears on, like, for fuck's sakes. Of course, we're not going to talk about anything serious.
That was your clients came in with that? That's funny.
Yeah, they're like, I just don't want to talk about anything serious. Can we talk about, like, I don't know, Halloween candy? And I was like, sure.
Yeah, the Dodgers.
The Dodgers winning is one of those things where it's like, I would be more cognizant of it if it was like, if I was there. But here, like, nobody cares. So, like,
yeah, it's a different universe out here. Like, everybody's walking around in the merch, and I'm a little bit of a poser because I'm not a big baseball guy, but I just love the communal positivity surrounding this. And so, like, whenever I see somebody walk by with, a jersey or a hat or whatever, I'm just like, go Dodgers. And
exactly.
It's a little fedora tip that we do to each other. What's going on? You said there's an ice raid outside your building.
This office that just got raided, not my office, but like still very, very, very close. This is in a wealthy suburb of Seattle. Apparently, like, a lot of clients saw it and were triggered. And so they're just kind of like, they're hanging out in our lobby right now, waiting for ICE to leave, which who knows when that will be.
So it's a bunch of tacked up peanut heads like we're used to seeing in the videos, but now their vehicles pulled up outside your building and they're just in the lobby, or they're like monitoring the facilities for somebody, or
they're monitoring the facilities and they're going around the residential areas. I wish I was there, but I also wish I wasn't there, because if I was there, I feel like I would get like, I would have a violent tendency within me and be like, hang on a second, client who I'm talking to about your feelings. Like, I want to go outside and like punch an ICE agent.
Yeah.
like steal the face mask off of them.
There's no like positive utility to this agency. It's just a Gestapo. I go to so many places where there's Hispanic workforce, like they're just, that's the thing about LA in particular, is that they are a part of us. And just the idea of somebody, goons cruising by to like abduct your friends. Like I went to the Portuguese Bend riding club out in Palos Verdes to go. I've been learning how to take care of horses, and it's like almost entirely Hispanic people work in the stables out there. And I don't have the heart to ask, like, it's one of my clients is a friend who has a horse that we play with. And I don't have the heart to ask her, like, what have you seen those guys around? Like, has ICE been fucking with Portuguese Bend? Because I don't want to know the answer. I mean, I don't know. Like, it seems like a place that they would like to come and make a scene, because there's a Trump golf course not too far from there in PV. I mean, I'm sure there's.
Where my parents live. My parents live in Rancho PV.
Yeah. So I'm over it.
I'm over it too.
I'm over it, and I want to do something. And yeah, we got to figure out what to do. We spend so much time talking about the crisis, the mess, the pain that's happening inside and outside with politics, and how to navigate that. But we should give some lip service at least to the healthy ways that we detach, and like the ways that we find our joy. You were going to like take a walk, and it might've been on your lunch break at work or something like that, but you wanted to see just a little bit of Seattle. And I thought that like, that was just something we tell ourselves we're going to do a lot of the time, and then just don't make the time for it.
It was a really hot week here. And so like, I kind of it was Labor Day weekend or Labor Day week. And, I was like, what, I'm going to like take a walk around the both neighborhoods that I work at. Like, one of them is very nature-y and the other one is city. So I had a really good time, and it was a really, really, really good time. And like, I love wandering. To be quite honest, I loved walking around the city more, because I love walking around cities.
Me too. I'm more that kind of guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to be in nature just to be quiet. I guess, but I'm not kind of like a like intense hiker or walker or anything like that. But yeah, that was a good way to decompress and get tanner. But now I'm clearly we're in we're in what we call the big gray, the long gray. It's gray outside, it's raining, it's not going to be sunny for the foreseeable future. So
That's
I'm
okay.
excited. And I'm now like embracing my skin color, embracing my paleness. I'm embracing my pastiness. And I'm like, you know what? I live in the Pacific Northwest. I don't live in Southern California anymore. I don't have to be tan all the time. Like just just whatever. Whatever.
You work a lot. You do a lot of hours. What's your little joyful pocket of life, and like, what does that look like?
I really like to I really like to go on this is sounds so Gen Z. I really like to go on TikTok and like look for inspiring quotes, I guess, and just things that make me that are designed to make me emotional. Like lately, I don't know if I've unlocked some sort of estrogen like floodgate or something, but I've been like very emotional and like able to cry, which is not normal for me,
Hmm.
which is I'm really excited about that. Like this morning, like I think there was which of course we're not the biggest fan of Gavin Newsom and everything, but like he was there at a conference for labor. And I was just, and then they were like, Californians are this, like we're Californians. And then I started getting a little emotional, and I was just like, I'm a Californian. I'm not there, but it's good because it makes me have emotional release. Otherwise, I like to I like to watch really random things over and over and over again because I have, a little tiny bit of like the tism. Um,
Oh yeah, you do like to kind of like
mhm.
repetition, right?
There is this, so I don't know, like virtual reality games, like and like I guess hangout spaces. There's like virtual reality hangout spaces where tons of people just like will like do their thing and like come and meet each other, kind of like Meta, but I think it's better. um there's this I've been watching like replays of these like hangouts, and there's this one character. Its name is it's I don't know what gender it is, but it's definitely it's like a worm, and its name is Marcus, and it says the most random things you could ever say. And it's like, he goes, there's an issue. I have fueled my Toyota Camry with 1% milk.
Marcus is an adorable worm name, by the way. It has to be in the top 5 worm names.
Yeah, I would. I mean, if anybody wants to look up Marcus the worm or Marcus the, so he also kind of looks like a sardine, but who knows what he is. But like what he says is just the most random because my humor is extremely random. Um, he's like he'll say something like, I found out that I cannot wire money from the mafia through a locally owned Greek restaurant.
Yes, you can. Absolutely. The local Greek restaurants will work with you on that.
Yeah.
I should talk to Marcus.
Right, exactly. I think they would. And like I think a viral one where he's like standing at a campfire, and like there's rocks around the fire. He just is looking and he's like, I don't like this rock. It's pissing me off. Like, so that's kind of what I do in my free time is I watch
Do you
these
crack yourself up?
I crack myself up. I really enjoy seeing the most random shit I could ever imagine. I also really like going down to the local beach, which is like it's like the quintessential PNW beach kind of little area. It's got like driftwood and like you can see the islands because it's a ferry terminal as well. It's just beautiful. And so I like going down there and stepping on the rocks and seeing different sort of like marine life. I always, and because like, there's the sound, it's not the ocean or anything like that, but it's like still water kind of. And I don't know, I'm a little bit of like a like spiritual woo woo sort of person. And whenever I think of folks I love who have passed on, whenever the sound kind of like whooshes a little bit more, I keep thinking like, oh, that's them saying hi. Um, or if I like, I'll throw a rock into the sound as like, in memoriam or something like, this one's for you. Like, I love you. And, I'll maybe say a quote that they've said to me. Like, I had a friend who tragically passed away, and a friend from the rooms, named Thomas, who he was only 26.
Ugh.
He OD'd maybe 3 years ago or something like that. And in early sobriety, probably, well, within my first 3 to 4 years sober, I did not feel attractive, or I felt like I was like like if I went out into public, people would make fun of how I looked. Like that was the cognitive dissonance I was going through, that I hadn't worked on. And Thomas, I remember he and I would stay after this meeting every Wednesday night. And one day he told me something like, you know what? It must be really hard to be pretty. And I was like, oh, that's so nice.
I remember the compliments. I really remember the compliments.
Yes.
They will keep me warm many a winter. The nice things that people said to me, however off the cuff, or I don't think people realize how much that can mean sometimes when they're just generous like that. If I can get to a movie, and I try to get to a couple a week, that's like my tomb where nothing can really, I don't get any messages, and I'm not on the phone. It's just a kind of liminal space where it's just me and the story. And I really love that. That's a really restorative practice that I do. And then I like to write my little letterbox reviews, and that could be fun. It's kind of like the closest I've gotten these days to doing a diary. It's just like, I write about the movies I'm into. And then, when I'm driving, I catch up on calls with people in the fellowship, or with just people in general. I'm always wary of calling you because I never want you to feel like you're giving out free therapy.
Oh no! You can ask me advice. You're one of the you're on the good list. You're on the list of like people I would
Because I
help.
guess people do that probably with you, and it's just
They
like
do all the
annoying.
time, and some people are just like, mm-mm. I'm like, either you give me $100 or like I'll give you a referral. Like that's as much energy as I'm giving you. But you're on the list of like, oh, I would help anytime.
Oh, well, thank you. That's really sweet.
Yeah.
Because I really get so much out of chatting with you. And the horse, his name's Iggy Flash, and like I said, one of my clients has Iggy, and I'm learning mostly just ground techniques now. It's really interesting with horses because it's very energy based. I don't, for lack of a better term, what do they call those? Like the Segway scooters where you just kind of lean and then
The segues, yeah. I think
yeah.
they're
It
called
feels like
segues.
right. It feels like that with the horse, where it's like if I kind of start with this intent, there's almost just like a mind meld that happens with the horse, and it's like
Yeah.
I literally can't get him to do anything unless I kind of begin with like a conscious decision to have him do this or that. And so lately, I try to see him 2 times a month because it's kind of a trek to get down there and to do it. And I'm usually there for a couple hours. But we groom him, and I work with him on the ground, and it's I don't know. It's feeling pretty damn therapeutic. And like we don't talk about politics, we don't talk about work. We're just catching up on personal stuff and horsemanship. So
It's great. Equine therapy.
yeah, equine therapy, and then like the podcasting is what I've been doing for my creativity and my fun, and it kind of like touches a lot of different areas of stuff, that kind of like releases me somewhat from, just all the negative stuff that I'll always seem to be involved with. But when it's not podcasting, then it's writing, creative writing that I do, and just making something, like the making of something feels like a liberation from, the stress, the despair, all that.
Me and my ChatGPT romance novel. That is a hobby of mine. Which
Are you writing one?
Yeah, I started writing one back in like spring or something like that, and it's really hard to get like I don't know what I've been doing. I've just been like punching in things like this character likes this character likes that, and it like really like gets a story going. So it's like, yeah, I don't want to give away the plot because it might be embarrassing. I guess that's another hobby of mine is to use AI to write romance novels when I'm not a novel writer whatsoever. I just write therapeutic notes.
It'll be the next 50 Shades, I'm sure, at some point.
There's some 50 Shades shit in there for sure.
Is Bo Burnham in there?
The main character looks like him.
Okay. I like it.
But is not the thing I really like. Bo Burnham is definitely my celebrity crush, but he's too tall and too skinny for me.
You like somebody with more meat on their bones and a little bit more
and shorter. So that's like, I guess, the main male character, but it's like a little semblance, and you can create, images, and it's pretty cool. It's like, imagine like Bo Burnham in his 40s, but like shorter, stockier, and like just looks a little different, like a different face. It's interesting.
I love it. Yeah. You're optimizing.
I'm optimizing. I have some funny, weird little Halloween questions.
Sure. Yeah.
What's the most underrated Halloween candy?
Like gummy spiders, gummy worms, the different creepy crawlies, bats, anything gummy, I think is just tops for me.
I would say the flavored Tootsie Rolls, like the
Yes.
flavored Tootsie Rolls.
That's perfect. That's actually much more particular to the holiday because you get gummy all around year round. But yeah. No, I would never, because, sometimes we sift through the bags, and there's definitely some Halloween candy that I will leave untouched. Some Halloween candy that I'm just not feeling, and it'll just kind of collect in a sad reservoir, to the side of where the other wrappers are that I'm discarding. But no, the flavored Tootsie Rolls, cherry and orange. Yeah.
I love those. Which classic monster, vampire, werewolf, mummy, ghost, do you think would make the best roommate?
Because I just saw the movie of Guillermo del Toro's version, I think Frankenstein would be like a super nice roommate because he's just misunderstood. He's really strong. Yeah. Like if you had a home invader or something, no problem. He'd be just like pounded into vapor. And and amazingly eloquent. You guys could, you can go singing around the neighborhood, and the locals will give you cider. And if anybody asks who's that weird guy, it's my cousin.
It's your cousin Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I want to say like Casper, but I feel like
that's good.
I feel as if I would corrupt him with my. I feel like I might he's a little too innocent for me. So maybe.
It's funny. You're just remembering when he turns into Devon Sawa at the end of the movie, because Sue-Ann was just reminding me about that.
Oh.
She had a big crush on when Casper turns human at the end of Casper when she was a kid, and so. Yeah. Definitely a corruptible young man.
What would your witch or warlock name be?
Ooh, it would be Steve.
Steve the warlock?
Yeah, I think it fits.
Sister Natasha or something weird like that.
Natasha's good. Yeah, there's something about that. It feels like deep occult ancestry.
Yes. Yes. Would you rather fight 100 tiny zombies or one giant spider?
Oh my God, that's a pickle right there.
I'm going with the zombies.
I mean, because giant spider, I'm no match for it. I mean, those things are the behemoths. Like the best I could do is run away, but I've only got two legs. And one I'm still rehabbing. The spider's got eight and
Yeah.
giant
Yeah.
mandibles. So yeah, I'm sticking with the zombies, and maybe we need to reopen our discussion on firearms because I'll probably need one for yeah.
Right. Let's see. If you could talk to ghosts, but only on Halloween, who would you call? I don't know if you've been watching the Monster series of
You watched that? I see. I didn't. I thought you didn't like scary stuff like that.
I like watching that kind of stuff. Well, so my favorite serial killer is Jeffrey Dahmer.
My least favorite is John Wayne Gacy. I watched a little thing about
Ugh.
him a couple weeks ago, and I did not finish it. I was just like, dude, that's
I
no.
I don't blame you. I really like Jeffrey Dahmer because he was just so like, you know, unsuspecting, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoa. And then, of course, I have a thing. I have a thing about Wisconsin. Jeffrey Dahmer had that thick Wisconsin accent, even though he was a serial killer. I'm just like, this is comforting in a way. But anyhow, I watched both the Jeffrey Dahmer Monster series, and then right now what's playing is the Ed Gein series.
Yeah. The hottest Ed Gein, that has yet to grace the screen at this point.
Oh my God. Yeah, right.
Charlie Hunnam. I'm just like, no, not in the top 5 uses of Charlie Hunnam, in my opinion. But what are
It
you gonna do?
was it's interesting to see his character. He's just kind of like
Well, he's kind of a bumpkin, right? Isn't that kind of like Ed Gein's deal? Is that he's like, where is he from?
Wisconsin.
Oh, he's from Wisconsin. Okay, I thought so.
They're
Dahmer.
both from Wisconsin.
Damn, I don't know if I'm gonna go to Wisconsin, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. Well, here in Washington State, we had Ted Bundy at first, which ironically is he found his first victim probably about a mile or two away from the place I work
Hmm.
at in
Wow.
Lake Sammamish.
You know your serial killer facts.
I do know a lot of serial killer facts. I'm sure that your girlfriend does too.
She does. It's the people you suspect the least, I gotta say.
Yeah, my partner loves true crime, and like probably more than I do. I mean, maybe my true crime thing was really short-lived in my 20s, but I know a lot of information on it.
That's perfect the way that works out. That means your programming habits are the same, more or less.
If you found a book of spells, would you open it or burn it?
Oh, I'm opening it. I mean, there's just
Me too.
yeah, it's that addict thing. I'll try anything once, right? And I'm pretty sure there's a carve out in the big book. Spells are okay. You can indulge in that and keep your sobriety date.
I watched Hocus Pocus on Halloween, and I keep thinking of like Winifred Sanderson's book with the eye. So I'm like, oh, I want that book. I wonder what I could do. I don't know. Well, this might be kind of an easy question, but would you rather give out king size candy bars or scare every trick or treater instead?
Damn, that's like a real like Rorschach test for how fucked up are you.
Right.
In the interest of making the world a better place, tooth and nail be damned. Give them the king size candy bars.
Give them the king size candy bars. I don't know how I would scare a trick or treater. Maybe just be like, I'm in my late 30s and I'm a like radical progressive.
Right.
That would probably scare some parents of trick or treaters.
I would love to see, and I'm sure somebody did it, like some RFK costumes for Halloween, and it's just basically like a rotting corpse.
Oh my God. I can only imagine a bunch of
And you do the blue tongue because he's always taking that like supplement where you like do drops of the blue stuff.
I think it might be iodine.
Yeah, it's like some kind of like, I don't know, bullshit about this will make you age in reverse if you.
Yeah, I used to take iodine as a supplement, and it didn't really do anything for me. It just like, but I did read that it's possibly good for like pregnant women.
Okay.
So there's a study on that, like a legitimate study, not an RFK Jr. There's there is a study on this. Like, there's like, oh God. If you could invite 3 horror movie characters to dinner, who's on your guest list?
Ichabod Crane from Sleepy Hollow. He could teach me some kind of like old timey forensic techniques. Ed Wood from it's a movie about a horror filmmaker. It's not precisely a horror movie, but it's another Johnny Depp character. Okay, if you're noticing a theme. Okay, and then I don't know. Since we're on Johnny Depp, there's some scary stuff that happens in Pirates of the Caribbean. So Captain Jack Sparrow too. So Ichabod Crane, Ed Wood, and Captain Jack Sparrow, and making no apologies for Mr. Depp's personal conduct. But the tricky thing is that we always think of horror movies in terms of their monsters. So no thanks. I'm not going to invite somebody over to butcher me. So no Freddy, Jason, Mike Myers, none of those guys. Stay out.
I guess like maybe Dr. Jekyll?
Yeah, exactly. And just, keep him off the sauce or, whatever that potion is.
Whatever that potion is, just keep him off of that. I kind of would like to see Edward Cullen. Like, why not?
Dude, Edward would be like the best possible vampire to have over because like he spends his entire waking hours trying to not eat people.
Yeah, he's great and he's sparkly.
Yeah, so. He sparkles.
So he's not too far away from here in Forks. What's scarier? Dolls that blink or paintings whose eyes follow you?
Dolls that blink.
Me too.
Yeah, because a 2-dimensional image, as creepy as it is, you just turn it around. You turn it towards the wall and problem solved. But if one of those dolls were to become possessed somewhat, they could run around on the little legs and those little chubby legs and, cut your own legs from out from under you. No, thank you.
Nope.
You're with me on that one?
I'm with you on that one. For sure. Plus, if you've ever, Disneyland and the Haunted Mansion, the statue's eyes follow you anyway. So I'm kind of used to that.
I used to love the gag. I think it's in a couple Mel Brooks movies where the eyes would follow, like the painting eyes would follow the characters, and then he would actually switch out the paintings. Like he would cut, he would do the reaction shot. So we'd cut to a reaction shot of like one of the actors. And then when you cut back to the painting, it's got like a different facial expression on, or, you can imagine the joke. Yeah. So I would always laugh at that.
I think you need to make me a list of movies that I need to watch because I'm one of those, because of my tism, I only watch things over and over and over again that I discovered in the 90s. Or the early 2000s. So if you could make, you're the movie genius. So if you could make me a list of you must watch these movies. I've seen The Godfather. So you don't have to put that one on there.
The longer we do this, I'll get that list going and, I'll make one, I'll tailor one to you. And so when I get a healthy amount of movies on there, I'll share it with you and you can, go hunting at your discretion.
Awesome. I'm excited.
God, I sure hope that ICE came up empty-handed where they are.
Me too. I'll check back in with people tomorrow and I'll see. I'm going to monitor. I'll keep you updated if there's more activity. So, if I hear about more activity, but fuck ICE.
Fuck ICE. Defund the police and Medicare for all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Go Mamdani.
Go Mamdani. Yeah. Well, we'll know soon.
Yep. Tomorrow-ish, I think. Hopefully.
All right. It's looking good.